if your offer isn't selling despite you putting in the work, this episode will show you 4 quick fixes that can help you shift sales super fast. Hey, welcome back. Isa-Welly here. I'm so excited to have you today and to cover today's topic, sales, my favorite. So today's episode is very much about how we can shift our sales super fast, because sometimes you're in business, you're sharing your offers, you're doing the things, but you don't realize that Hey friends, welcome back. Isa-Welly here, business mentor and strategist for soul-led well-being entrepreneurs that want to grow a profitable digital business, make money from your skills in a way that feels good, aligned, and in integrity with who you are. I'm so excited to have you here. Before we start, I have something to ask you. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like this video, and to share if it does resonate with you. All right, so today we are going to be talking about 4 fixes, super quick, super easy fixes you can do to shift your sales faster. And I'm talking here, it could be sales from a group offer that you have. It could even be sales from your one-to-one. So I had a conversation. I offer, if you are on my mailing list, you probably know that I offer 30 minutes clarity calls before you can work with me on a one-to-one to see if we're aligned. But I also offer what I called eyes on your bees. So 30 minutes calls where you get to ask me 1 or 2 questions or look at a specific area of your business, and I can diagnose and see, okay, why are you not selling? Why no one is up to date? This is what could be happening, right? So I had one of these 2 weeks ago with this lovely coach called Coach Betty. She's really, really good, incredible. She's actually been watching my YouTube channel Pilates, the other side, for a while, and then she started building her business. And she almost didn't come on the call. She almost didn't book it because she felt like her sales were too low for her to show up. And she didn't want to, quote unquote, waste my time. And I said to her, listen, in half an hour, I might be able to really help you shift things and at least pick up your sales until you feel better about it. And I'm so glad she did, because that's exactly what happened. In 30 minutes, I was able to tell her, listen, here are 3 big things I'm seeing, 4 actually. Please spend time on these, and I promise you it's gonna shift. And guess what, guys? Guess what? Within that week, she applied all the things I said, which is, shout out to her, because I have those calls and I can tell, and I follow the people, the practitioners that get in touch with me, and I can tell they're not doing it either because it's out of their comfort zone or they don't believe in my strategy, which is totally fine. I'm not the ultimate truth, right? But I have my own truth, my own strategies that I know work. But she followed it, and she followed them, my recommendations, and she messaged me back and said, listen, I've made more sales in a day than I do in a week. Thank you so much. Like, she was blown away by the results herself. I wasn't, because it was clear that things were not going to shift if she didn't shift these things. So I want to share these things with you today. Before we go a little bit further, I always like to share my background so that you can put me as a coach in a specific context. Before moving and evolving into being a business mentor, I spent 10 years in the well-being industry. I was a professional dancer. Then I moved into Pilates teaching, and for 10 years, I did Pilates teaching. I was a registered nutritional therapist, life and well-being coach, but also content creator. And I enjoyed and I loved it. I loved working in the well-being industry. And I created a lot of courses, over a dozen, through, with Pilates, nutrition, mindset work, and from £7 to £500 offers. A lot of them were experiences. Let's put it that way, if we don't want to say flops. And a few strong of them that I still sell to this day were successes. And I've just learned so much through that process that I started helping my friends, my colleagues, and eventually decided to do this full time. I'm also a marketing nerd. I do have a master's in business marketing from back in the days when I was young, before I even started dancing. So that's 2005. Um, but I love it. I love marketing. I love sales. I love learning. I've done so many trainings. I still do them. I'm passionate about it. So if you want to grow your business in a way that feels good to you, in integrity, but also from a soulful place, you are in the right place. Okay, let's get into this properly. So, as I just told you, she has this business. She's a movement coach. She has about 1,200 followers online. And she says, listen, I'm barely making a couple of sales a week from this offer. This is the best offer. It was a £79 offer. I just don't know why it's not picking up. I post regularly, etc. The first thing, and these are the shifts you can make. The first thing I noticed when I scrolled through her content was that she was not selling enough. She'll put in a little CTA, but her content wasn't revolving or leading, taking her ideal customer or her ideal client towards buying. It was just, oh, here's how you can do this. Okay, cool, buy. If you want to buy this thing, it's here. As opposed to, hey, I know you're going through this, right? Here's what I think is happening, and here's how I can help you. Here's one little tip. If you want more, I've got this. That's how you sell, right? You build the thing. It's like a journey. And she wasn't selling enough that way, but also she wasn't sharing enough the offers she had, and I could tell. So that's one thing that I actually see happen a lot of the time. And I've talked about this before in previous episode. You've got to sell, okay? Remember, you are not, this is not a hobby unless it is for you, in which case, okay, cool, fine, you can chill. If you want to make money, if you have to pay the bills this way, you get up and you do the sales. Work on your money mindset, work on your beliefs, understand why you have negative beliefs around selling, heal that, and then show up and sell. So she wasn't selling enough. So I say to her, hey, make sure you're selling all the time, whether it's directly, whether it's through your content. Put in place systems that will help you sell. And this is, again, one of the things that most coaches that I work with, that I know, that I see, they just don't do. They just really don't do. They're like, oh, I'm not selling a lot of my programs. Well, when was the last time you talked about it, right? The second thing is her offers didn't make sense. So the offer she was selling the most of was $79, was discounted 70%. I don't even know why. Don't ask me why. I can't remember what she said. And I said to her, reading through the offer, it's a movement-based offer. So this is something I've done for 10 years. So I know exactly the structure, and if it's too much, if people feel overwhelmed, they're not going to buy it. If there's not enough, they're going to be suspicious. Pricing is very important, right? Pricing is super, super important, but not necessarily in the way most practitioners will think. They'll think, okay, if my price is too high, nobody's going to buy. Actually, if you do, it doesn't matter. You can sell an offer at £30 as well as £1,000. It's all about the messaging and how you actually sell it, right? How you create a case for it. So her offer was a 79, and then the next big offer, her one-to-one, was a 3,500. And I said, that is a huge gap. And what you give in here is so much. It's almost like, why should I pay one-to-one if I can get this and I can get a bit of her? So I told her, reprice your smaller offer and see how that impacts things. So that was, her offer suits didn't make sense. We had to work around the low pricing, the gap between both, so the audience wasn't confused, basically. Number 3 was the content. And this, again, was a mistake I've made myself when I was, creating Pilates programs, nutrition programs. The content is broad. Hey, do you have back pain? Here is how I can help you. Yes, but my back pain is specific because I keep, bending down to pick up my daughter to feed her. Oh, hey, yeah, my back pain is like that because I work in a specific type of job where I have to be in this posture. The messaging, the way you're going to speak to both these people is completely different. If both of them are seeing your content, doesn't matter what you do, massage, yoga, Pilates, whatever it is, acupuncture that you're trying to sell to these people, you've got to speak to them and tell them, hey, I see you. If you're just sharing, hey, do you want to do a little stretch because you're like stressed? It's like, yeah, I am. But it's not what's going to stop me in my scroll and go, whoa, oh my God, this is me. This is so me. Oh my God, like this person knows me so well. They understand me. You're building trust so fast, so fast. And I'm like, oh my God, 100%. They know exactly what's up. I'm going with them. Where in reality, your offer might just be as good as someone else's, but they just don't know how to share it, how to talk about it, right? How to call in that person. So your content needs to be specific. Your content needs to speak to the heart, to the desires of the person you created to. They need to feel seen. They need to know, okay, this is for me. This person is talking to me. Let me listen. Let me pay attention, right? We want to pay attention. In a world where online I'm talking about, where there is just so much going on. There are so many people with so many different opinions, experts. You've got to make sure that you catch that person that you want to speak to. You don't fall into, okay, let me do like everybody else kind of like is loving this thing. No, you need to stand out and be like, hey, I know you and I'm talking to you, right? So make sure your content is specific. The last point for her that is so important is her website wasn't working for her. Her website was built on something around AI that I don't know what it is exactly, but I couldn't see when I went to see, I couldn't see her page, her profile. All I could see is were those offers and the cards. If you're new in business, especially, and I'm talking the first year or two, and at any point really, you need a website. The website is yours. You need a website. You need to attach a mailing list to that so that you can build your own platform. You need a website. People might come onto your website to see what it is that you are about before they invest even £80 or the £3,000. They want to know. They're like, okay, who is this person? What are they about? Right? Again, in a world where it's all about technology and AI, we want that human connection. I want to see people. When I see coaches share things online, if it's too robotic, I've switched off. If I go and see someone, they're a little bit imperfect, they're like saying the things from the heart, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm listening a little bit more, right? I'm listening a little bit more. And then if they're speaking directly to me, I'm like, girl, let's be friends. Help me, right? So let me recap this. Number one, sell. Sell. If you have an offer, sell it. You're not a hobby, you're a business. Number two, make sure your offer suit makes sense and that the pricing is right. Don't think because you're going to keep discounting your prices, it's going to sell faster. You might just end up attracting freebie seekers, people that just want to keep having discounts and that don't value your work. And I know that's not what you want because your work is incredible and it deserves to be in the hands of people that value it, right? Number three, when you're creating your content, speak to that person and that one person only. Don't have FOMO of, oh my God, I'm missing out on everybody else. Does that mean that I'm losing on people? No, you're not. I promise you, the more specific you are, the more sales you actually make. No, it's counterproductive, but I have a free opt-in for you, a free resource for you that goes a little bit deeper into that. Last but not least, you gotta have a website, not some kind of pagey that shows your offer and a little bit of you. You gotta have a nice and solid website that converts, that sells, that does the heavy lifting for you. Like that is like a must, non-negotiable, right? So these are four things, especially the first three, because I know quite a few of you probably already have websites, but especially the first three that can shift sales so fast. So make sure you apply them. In the show notes, how are some resources I have for you? 3 ways you can shift your sales super quick. That's in the show notes. Download that if you're stuck with your offer and you're like doing all the things, but it's just not shifting. That will help move things. Number 2, Three shifts you can do to make or break your business if you're in the first 2-3 years of business of building. I go more a little bit deeper about community building, selling, but also my own experiences. I show you some numbers about some offers I created that worked so well and some that like flopped. Painfully flopped. But hey, I'm now here sharing them with you, right? Everything is a lesson. You got the clear client framework. This is for you if you're struggling to know who it is that you want to speak to. It's a powerful framework. It's my own method, the clear client framework. It helps you in 4 simple steps to understand who it is that you're speaking to and how you can speak to them, how you can sell to them in a way that feels sustainable, in integrity for you, but also that moves them to buy. And voila for today. Thank you so much, as usual, for being here. I have so much love for you. I will see you in the next episode. And don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Bye.